Coneflowers are brilliant perennials that fill gardens with vibrant splashes of pink, white, red, and yellow. Gardeners love coneflowers for their beauty, and that's just for starters. Drought-resistant coneflowers thrive in harsh realities, growing easily without much upkeep. Even when water is scarce, they still blossom into exquisite pops of color. These flowers are beautiful and hardy. But wait, there's more. Coneflowers are also known as echinaceas and has been used medically for centuries to support the immune system, reduce inflammation, and even reduce anxiety. These incredible plants not only bring beauty into dry places, but they are also offer healing. Hundreds of years before the birth of Christ, the prophet Isaiah prophesied that judgment was coming for the rebellious nation of Israel. Indeed, the Israelites would face exile to Babylon and experience hardships in the wilderness for many years. But that was hardly the end of the story. Through Isaiah, God went on to promise the Israelites that beauty and resilience and healing was in their future as well. In Isaiah 43:19, God laid out this ultimate plan for the Israelites. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. God promised Israel that he would bring beauty and life into barren spaces. What they didn't realize was the beauty and life he promised was actually himself. Like the children of Israel in the Old Testament, sometimes we bring difficulties on ourselves. Other times we find ourselves in the wilderness through no fault of our own. Either way, Jesus brings beauty and healing into the wilderness and wastelands in which we often find ourselves. Jesus, like the coneflowers he created for us to enjoy, isn't intimidated by the dry, barren patches in our lives. Wherever we find ourselves, we can turn to him for beauty, life, and healing. When I read this, it helped me to remember God is always with us. No matter where we are, he walks beside us, and when things get rough, he carries us. Then did some research on the coneflowers and had found out more facts that I found interesting. In the young adult Sunday school class a few weeks ago, we were talked about names and their meaning. Coneflowers were once frequent weeds in the fields of corn and other grains, and that's where they got their name. And when I did other research on them, I found they are generally symbolize love, devotion, hope, and remembrance. They also are associated with beauty, purity, and grace. In some cultures, they actually represent resilience, wealth, and prosperity. Isn't it interesting knowing this, that the author of this devotional used the coneflowers to remind us of what God will do for us, when what they symbolize matches what God promised for us. The history that I could find for them being used for medical purpose was in the Plains Indians. They used the root to treat rattlesnake bites, bee stings, headaches, toothaches, sore throats, and distemper in the horses. It is still used today in some areas in pharmaceuticals. I hope you enjoyed this devotional and facts about such a beautiful and hardy flower. When I see flowers, I usually stop, admire their beauty, and now for me it will be a reminder to me of God's promises he has given us, and a reminder that we are all beautifully and wonderfully made. I have some with me from my own backyard, and at the end of church you can feel free to take one as a reminder of God's beauty.